There, everyone. This is Patrick from EasyFX Code Trading System, and it's Saturday, the 24th of April, 2021. And this is the weekly technical analysis for the Euro, the cable, and the Aussie dollar for the fourth week of April. Let's begin with the Euro, where you can see that on the Friday, it has broke through resistance and just sitting nicely at the 121.00 level, and it started off on Monday with a breakthrough the 120 level, continued to spike through the 38 fib retracement, but then pull back, close as a doji, and then pull back further to retest the 120.00, which will now become support, and then bounce back up again to close as another doji, all waiting for the Thursday's ECB decisions and press conference, and they did not make any changes at all, no tapering. And initially it climbed up higher to test the resistance, but then pull back for the rest of the day back to the 120 before closing as a spinning top with a bearish close. But then Friday just continued the bullish move from the Monday because of the US dollar continued to weaken. And you can see here now it moved as a rising tree methods chart pattern here, and close bullish on the Friday. And it could be bullish momentum continuing next week to retest this 50 fib retracement area, and then perhaps this will be a key resistance zone at the 122 and the 21 fib retracement level. Actually dip below the 786 and then climbing back up to the 21 fib. All right, so we'll see if it can break through this 50 fib retracement, which is just at 121.67. Let's take a look at this longer term fib of this 50 fib here, which started from 2014. We're going to go to the monthly time frame, and that's the actually the end of at the start of January, actually in May 2014, where it started to fall, and until 2016, and that's the 50% retracement of this move down, of this move back down here. It has a cross over before, and then coming back to test that again. And then on the shorter time frame, this is from end of last year to the high of this year, and that's with the 21 fib retracement here. So let's mark this area as a key. This is a key resistance zone here. Let's extend from here. This will be also a significant resistance. This 38 fib now is going to be interim support. Major support is still from below at the 120. So let's make this an interim resistance, now support. just above that, there is another resistance zone. All right, let's take a look at the DXY US dollar index to see how it mirrors the move of the euro, and it's actually triggered from the US dollar index falling on Monday, falling below this interim support level, and then pulling back, just like opposite of the rising tree methods is the falling tree methods here. So there could be further continuation move into the 138 extension, but the critical support zone is going to be in this area at the 90 level and the 162 fib extension. So it needs to be able to recover from this area to bounce off here. This coming week, there's the FOMC meeting on Wednesday, so that may be a key trigger point for the US dollar. So either it's going to bounce and recover, or it's going to fall further and break through intermediate support. So this coming week will be a critical week for the US dollar. All right, let's move back to the euro, and just to take a quick look on the 4-hour time frame, where this was the Thursday night, where initially move up during the rate decision, and then retrace back down to support from the 9 o'clock. But then after hitting support, it managed to continue to recover and close bullish throughout Friday. All right. That's the only news this week is the Eurozone prelim GDP figure, which is only relatively minor. So no major news other than the impact from the FOMC decisions on the Wednesday, late Wednesday night or Wednesday afternoon in the US. Let's move on to the cable. And likewise, Monday, it continued higher, following the previous Friday's breakout above this bearish channel, and from the monthly pivot as well. But after a strong move on Monday and hitting the 140 round figure resistance, it has retraced lower, and in fact on Thursday it fell first before the euro, and that was just before the press conference. Cable already started falling lower, the sterling pairs, but it's still finding support from the monthly pivot and this support zone here. So we'll see whether there's able to recover next week to break out higher, or it could be just a range for the week. And this week there are no major news from the UK. Let's also take a quick look on the 4-hour time frame. And you can see it started falling earlier before the euro on the Thursday, but finding support at the 4-hour 200, and then tried to recover, but still stuck below this weekly R1 pivot here. So we'll see if this week that's able to recover further. But the monthly pivot now is providing key support. So this zone here is a critical support zone, along with the daily 55 coming up at 138. And let's move this to, this is resistance at 140. And I think we can remove this swing high here because it's already cleared that. Okay. And the 140 also aligns with the 21 fib here of this swing move up. All right, let's move on to the Aussie dollar. And this week, the Aussie dollar, there's only the CPI figure of Wednesday. And it did attempt to climb up higher to hit the 0.7800 round figure and a resistance zone with the 50 fib retracement. And that was rejected, pulled back down and consolidated for the rest of the week with support from the weekly pivot as well as the 0.700, 0.7700 area. All right. So this, along with the rising daily 55 EMA here, let's mark this zone as intermediate support zone here as well. All right. So it looks like the Aussie dollar is going to be stuck in range for now between 0.77 and 0.78, or just under 0.78. Right, so all these major pairs will be exposed to the FOMC policy decisions this coming Wednesday as well, and that may trigger moves in US dollar and as well as the major pairs. All right, so do check out my other videos on spot gold and dollar yen, and have a safe week and a good trading week, and cheers for now.